Greetings to you all. I am Ambika, Assistant Professor from Department of English. In this lecture, we are going to see reporter speech and idioms and phrases. Reported speech is the form of speech used to convey what was said by someone at some point of time. Reported speech is the form in which one can convey a message said by oneself or someone else, mostly in the past. It can also be said to be the third person view of what someone has said. In this form of speech, you need not use quotation marks as you are not quoting the exact words spoken by the speaker, but just conveying the message. Let us take a look at the following rules and examples. What is narration? Act of reporting the words of a speaker. Here there is a small conversation between Michael and Adira. Michael, hi Adira, how are you? Adira is replying, I am fine. Michael, how about you? Michael is telling, I am fine too, thank you. What is your sister Anika doing? Adira is replying, my sister Anika is doing her masters in US. When we are conveying the same message of Adira, how do we convey? So Adira said, Michael, I am fine. Adira said, Michael, that my sister will be changed into her sister. Anika was doing. So, is doing will be changed into was doing her masters in USA. So, actual words from Adira, she is a speaker are quoted, hence called direct speech. So, actual words of Adira are transformed. Expressed indirectly without quoting the exact words is called as a indirect speech. Another example, it's between Mr. David and student John. Mr. David to John. Mr. David said, I want to meet your parents. In the indirect speech, John to his parents about what Mr. David told him. So Mr. David said that he wanted to meet my parents. So I will be changed as he and your will be changed as my parents. In the direct speech, we have actual words are quoted, but in the indirect speech, actual words are transformed. So here enclosed in inverted commas. So in the first example, we all can see that Mr. David said, comma, then you have to start with the inverted commas. I want to meet your parents. So at the end of the sentence, there will be a inverted commas. There is always a comma or a colon after said that introduces the spoken words, the word that will be used before the spoken words of the speaker. He said, I am going to school. He said that he was going to school. So in the direct speech and indirect speech, things or concepts no. So subject and concept, and here we have to concentrate on tense forms. The verb of the first sentence before the actual words of speaker is called as the reporting verb. Reporting speech is the second sentence that is enclosed within quotation marks. He said, I am playing. I first person, second person, third person. So here we can notice the third person. Babu gifted a brand new watch to his brother. So here, who is the doer of the action? Babu. So Babu is the subject. Receiver of the action is his brother. So his brother is the object. And Michael and Adira. Hi Adira, how are you? So Adira is replying, I am fine, Michael. How about you? Michael, I am fine too. Thank you. What is your sister Anika doing? Adira is telling she is doing her masters in US. So in the first dialogue, Michael is the speaker. Uh, Adira is the listener, second person. And in the last dialogue, Michael and Adira speaks about Anika, a third person. So first person, as we all know very well, I, we, me as my, mind, our, ours. Second person, you, your, yours. Third person, he, his, him, her, hers, she, it, its, him. So time at which an action is performed, we have to notice that in which tense, which time or tense form the sentence is given. So present tense, past tense, future tense. Steps to convert direct speech to indirect speech. There are 6 steps to follow when we are converting from direct to indirect speech. So first we have to identify the tense form, and we have to concentrate on the change of reporting verb, and we have to replace inverted commas with that, and change of pronoun is also very very important. Change of tense form, we have to update time specified words, and we have to identify subject and object, reporting verb, first person, second person, and third person in the reported speech and tense form. So change of reporting verb, in what way it will take some changes. So said to will be changed as told, said will be remaining like said alone, says will be says alone. Reporting verb is in the present tense, then the indirect speech also says alone, say to tell, says to tells, will say alone. Next, change of pronoun. He said, I am playing. So, pronoun of reporting verb is he said. I am playing, reported speech. If the pronoun of the reported verb is third person, for example, direct speech, she said, my son is cute. She said that her son was cute. Likewise, I said I had applied for a job. Here, first person is used over there. I said that I had applied for a job. If the pronoun in reported speech is second person, it will change according to the object of the reporting verb. So in the direct speech, she said to me, you are a brilliant student. Indirect speech, she told me. So said to will be changed as told me that I was a, you will be changed as I was a brilliant student. So you is referring to second person, and you is changed to I in the indirect speech. And direct speech, she said to him, you are a brilliant student. And she told him that he was a brilliant student. So in the first sentence, we can see me. In the second sentence, we can see that him. So the third sentence, she said to us, you are brilliant students. So she told us that we were brilliant students. You will be changed as we were brilliant students. So if the pronoun in the reported speech is third person, no change in indirect speech. So he said she is waiting for them. In case if it is a third person, there is no need of changing the pronoun, and he said that she was waiting for them. She said they are singing a song. So she said that they were singing a song. So first person pronoun in the reported speech, subject of the reporting verb. Second person pronoun of reported speech, that becomes the object of the reporting verb. Third person reporting verb, reporting the reported speech, no change at all. So subject of reporting verb is he, object of reporting verb is me. First person pronoun of reported speech is I, and second person pronoun of reported speech is you. And he told me that he was playing with me. And he said to me, she was playing with you. So as we were seeing that previous rules and hints, there is no need of changing the pronoun she, because it becomes the third person pronoun of reported speech is she. So hence the sentence requires no change at all. So change of time related words. So how some time related words are taking some changes when we are converting from direct to indirect speech. Here will be changed as there. Tonight will be changed as that night. Tomorrow will be changed as the next day. Yesterday will be the previous day or the day before. And today will be changed as that day or same day. This will be changed as that. Now or just will be taking as then. And this week, month, year, that week or same week, and that month or that year. The following week, month or year, and last week, month or year will be changed as the previous week, the previous month and year. Ago will be changed as before, hence will be changed as thence. Next example is he says, I am playing cricket. Here the reporting verb is in the present tense only. So there is no need to change that. He says that he is playing cricket. And she said, I am watching a movie. She said that she was watching a movie. And if the reported speech is universal truth or habitual action, then no change is required for making indirect speech. She said, the sun rises in the east. It is an example for the universal truth. So she said that we are adding simply that after that the same truth will be there. The sun rises in the east. So change of tense. How does the tense form take some changes when we are converting from direct speech to indirect speech? Okay. Present tense. In the present tense, we have simple present will be changed as simple past. Present continuous tense is plus or plus verb plus ing. It will take to past continuous tense, was or were plus verb plus ing form. Present perfect tense will be changed as past perfect tense. Present perfect continuous tense will be changed as past perfect continuous tense. Simple past will be changed as past perfect tense. Past continuous will be changed as past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect or past perfect continuous tense will not require any change, and future tense will or shall will be changed as would or should. Will be or shall be future continuous tense will be changed as would be or should be, and will have future perfect tense will take as would have, and will have been in the future perfect continuous tense will be changed as would have been. So we have to be thorough with all these change of tense in mind when we are converting from direct speech to indirect speech. And modals can or may will take could or might. Let us look into the simple tenses in the reported speech. Here we can see that simple present tense, how it takes the conversion of simple past tense. They said we play football. In the first sentence in the direct speech, we can notice that the reporting verb is said and we play football is in the present tense alone. So when we are changing from direct to indirect speech, they said that they played football. She said, I don't waste time. She said that she did not waste time. So present tense becomes past tense. Yamuna says, here the reporting verb is in the present tense. Yamuna says, I need a cup of coffee. So Yamuna says that she needs a cup of coffee. So in the first say and second examples, the present tense in the reported speech play and don't waste is changed to past tense in indirect speech played and did not waste respectively because the reporting verb is said, that is past tense. But in the third example, present tense need in the reported speech is not changed to past tense in the indirect speech because says is in the present tense. Let us look into the next set of examples, past tense to past perfect tense form. If the reported speech is of a simple past tense, the reported speech in the indirect conversion changes to past perfect tense, had. So he said to me, you did not help me. So said to is there. Said to will be changed as told me. So he told me that you did not help me. So you becomes I. Because me is there, me will be changed as I. So I had not helped me, helped him. So me will be changed as him. So she said, I bought a new car. So she said that I will be changed as she. So she had bought because past tense becomes past perfect tense. So had plus perfect tense, a new car. And Pradeep says, I started a new job. And Pradeep says that he started a new job. In the first and second examples, the past tense in the reported speech did not help and what is changed to past perfect tense in the indirect speech had not helped or had bought respectively because the reporting verb is said past tense. But in the third example, the past tense started in the reported speech is not changed to past perfect tense in the indirect speech because the reporting verb is in the present tense says. So it will not take any change at all. So next simple future tense to would or should. She said, I will go to London. So she said that she would go to London. So I will be changed as she. Will go will be changed as would plus verb in the present tense. They said to me, we will help you. They told me that we will be changed as they. And again will be changed as would. Would plus help. Help in the present tense, you. You will be changed as me. So Manju says, here the reporting verb is in the present tense, says to Gayatri, we will do our project together. So Manju tells Gayatri that they will do their project together. So there is no need of changing anything because the reporting verb is in the present tense. So in the first and second examples, The simple future tense in the reported speech will go and will help is changed to would go or would help respectively because the reporting verb is set and set to past tense. But in the third example, the simple future tense in the reported speech will do is not changed to would do in the indirect speech because the reporting verb is in the present tense says to. Conversion of continuous tenses in the reported speech. So present continuous tense in the reported speech changes to past continuous tense. No change in tense because of reported verb says. And he said to me, I am waiting for my friend. He told me that he was waiting for his friend. And Sheila says to Preeti, I am going home tomorrow. Sheila says to will be changed as tells Preeti that she is going to, she is going home tomorrow. The past continuous tenses in the reported speech changes to past perfect continuous tense had been plus ing in the indirect speech. The kids said, we were playing a game. The kids said that they had been playing a game. So, we were playing a game will be changed as had been playing a game. He said, I was writing a poem. He said that he had been writing a poem. Next tense form is future continuous tense. Will be or shall be will be changed as would be plus would be or should be in the indirect speech. They they said we will not be driving a car. They said that they would not be driving a car. He said to me, I'll be waiting for you here. He told me that he would be waiting for me there the next day. So will be or shall be will be changed as would be or should be in the indirect speech. So here is an exercise to follow. I'll buy a new pink dress for Julia's wedding ceremony. She said that she would buy a new pink dress for Julia's wedding ceremony. I am going to give a concert in a big city in England next Friday. He said that he was going to give a concert in a big city in England the following Friday. Next Friday will be changed as the following Friday. I don't work anymore because I am a retired man. He said that he didn't work anymore because he was a retired man. My little son usually goes out and plays with his friends in the playground. She said her she said that her son usually went out and played with his friends in the playground. Next topic which we are going to see is idioms and phrases. If you are a person who loves to watch English movies and series, or if you have the habit of reading books and newspapers, you would have surely come across a number of idioms. There might have been a situations where you felt you did not really understand what the character was saying. Language learning need not always be a compulsive task. What if you can have fun with language? Would you try learning the language? Well, if your answer is yes, then the English language is one such language that lets you have a lot of fun while learning it. Let us look into the slides. on idioms and phrases. What is an idiom? The meaning and definition of an idiom. An idiom is a group of words, or in other words, a phrase that has a meaning different from the literal meaning of the words in it. According to the Oxford Learner's Dictionary, an idiom is defined as a group of words whose meaning is different from the meanings of the individual words. And according to the Cambridge and Dictionary, an idiom is defined as a group of words in a fixed order that has a particular meaning that is different from the meanings of each word on its own. The Collins Dictionary defines an idiom as a group of words which have a different meaning when used together from the one they would have if you took the meaning of each word separately. The Merriam-Webster dictionary provides a more elaborate definition. According to them, an idiom is an expression in the usage of a language that is peculiar to itself, either in having a meaning that cannot be derived from the conjoined word meanings of its elements, such as up in the air for undecided, or in its grammatically typical use of words such as give way. Why use idioms in sentences? Idioms can be a powerful linguistic tool only when they are used in the right way, in the right places. The only thing that makes learning idioms a time consuming process is the fact that one cannot depend merely on the meaning of individual words to understand what the entire phrase means. Idioms are not meant to be used in academic or professional writing. In a lighter context, the use of idioms can make your piece of writing or speech unique. Idioms can also be used to indicate fun or even sarcasm. Like any other components of a language, you have to be careful with the use of idioms as well. The only problem is that it would make no sense or effect to a group of people who do not know the meaning of the idiom you are using. So always make sure you are using idioms with an audience who would be able to comprehend the meaning. The first question is to look sharp. There is a plenty of idioms and phrases in English. Here I have quoted a few idioms and phrases for your view. To look sharp, to concentrate, to speak roughly, to be attentive, and to be quick. To look sharp is the correct meaning of the particular idioms and phrases is to be quick and to show one's teeth, to ridicule, to face difficulties, to adopt a threatening attitude, to be humble. So, to show one's teeth, definitely it will go with the meaning that to adopt a threatening attitude. When someone is angry, we can use these idioms and phrases to show one's teeth. And he shows his teeth, that is to adopt a threatening attitude. To pour oil in troubled water. So what these idioms and phrases mean? In the troubled water, if we pour oil, what will happen? To foment trouble, to add to the trouble, to instigate, to calm a quarrel with soothing words. Answer is D. So to calm a quarrel with soothing words, to play on a fiddle, to play upon a musical instrument, to play an important role, to be busy over trifles, to be busy over important matter. What will be the answer? To play on a fiddle. Answer is C. To be busy over trifles. Next question is castles in the air. Romantic designs, perfect plans, ideal projects, fanciful schemes, visionary projects. So castles in the air, ideal projects. Building castles in the air without of any plan. To have brush with, to start painting, to have good and pleasing terms, to be impressed, and to have a slight encounter, to have brushed with. Answer is D, to have a slight encounter. To lose face, option A, to look angry. Option B is to be humiliated. Option C, to be helpless, to look vacant, to lose one's face. Any guessing? Yes, the answer is B, to be humiliated, to lose one's face, and to turn the other cheek, to sulk and suffer, to respond to violence with violence, to respond to violence with non violence, to be indifferent to peace overtures. The answer is to turn the other cheek. Answer is to respond to violence with non violence. To mind one's P's and Q's. To be cautious, to be accurate and precise, to be careful of one's accounts, to be careful of one's personality. So, what will be the answer? Answer is B, to be accurate and precise, to mind one's P's and Q's. At one's beck and call, enjoying oneself without caring for others, to be always at one's service, to be under one's subjugation, to be in an advantageous position. What will be the answer? Answer is to be always at one's service, at one's beck and call. Next question is swan song. Music as sweet as a song of birds, a melodious song in praise of someone, praise of a woman by her lover, last work of a poet or musician before death. Answer is last work of a poet or musician before death, swan song. Next question is to take somebody for a ride, to provide entertainment, to keep company, to deceive or humiliate him, to exploit a person. Answer is to deceive or humiliate him, to take somebody for a ride. To cool one's heels, option A, to rest for some time, to give on importance to someone, to remain in a comfortable position, to be kept waiting for some time. To cool one's heels, to rest for some time, to give on importance to someone, to remain in a comfortable position, to be kept waiting for some time. The answer is to be kept waiting for some time, to cool one's heels. Next question, by the rule of thumb. This is the common idioms and phrases we would have heard in many texts. By the rule of thumb, everybody has to go with that. By the use of force, by the use of trickery, by cheating and deception, by practical experience, which is rather rough. So, answer is by practical experience, which is rather rough. Next question is to look down one's nose at. Option A, to backbite. Answer B, to show anger. Answer C, to insult in presence of others. Option D, the regard with half hidden displeasure or contempt. What will be the answer? Answer is the regard with half hidden displeasure or contempt. Next question is hard pressed. Option A, bewildered, confused, and option B is insulted, C. Hard discipline, and D. In difficulties, hard pressed. What is the answer for this question? Option is in difficulties, hard pressed. Next question, to be at one's finger's end. So option A, to be hopeless, to be highly perplexed, to be completely conversant with, to count things. So option C, to be completely conversant with as the answer. And to pull strings, option A, to exert hidden influence, to tease someone, to speed up, to start something. The answer is to exert hidden influence. A greenhorn, an envious lady, a trainee, an inexperienced man, a soft hearted man. So, what will be the answer for this question? A greenhorn. So, answer is an inexperienced person is called as a greenhorn. To be old as the hills. Option A, to be very ancient, to be wise and learned, to be old but foolish, no being worth the age. So what is the answer for this question? To be old as the hills. Option is to be very ancient. From the question itself, we can just correlate the meaning of the given answers. To be old as the hills. I mean, definitely old refers to ancient. Next question is lion's share. Look angrily, major share, minor share, heart of the prey. The answer is lion's share. A major share is the answer. Next question is ins and outs. No details. Finally, major share, full details, ins and outs. Any guessing? Answer is full details. In the teeth of, real cause, in the face of, in the end, to chase. So answer is in the face of. In cold blood, in full operation, unintentionally, deliberately, aimlessly. So answer is deliberately, in cold blood. By leaps and bounds. By leaps and bounds, very fast, very slow, in details, aimlessly. So what will be the answer? Answer is very fast, leaps and bounds. Bed of roses. This is the common idioms and phrases we would have heard. Life is not a bed of roses. So full of joys. Bed of roses, full of joys without pain. Bag and baggage. So first option is all the clothing without any belonging. Option C is leave. Option D with all one's belongings. Any guess? So bag and baggage, it refers to with all one's belongings. At daggers drawn. Option A, real cause. To be puzzled. And at enmity, at friendship. What is the answer for this question? At daggers drawn. Answer is at enmity. At arm's length. It refers to a distance. So length of arm, at a distance, insult, very near. What is the answer for this question? At a distance. keep at arm's length. And all and sundry. Option A, everybody without distinction, only rich person. Together, selected people. So answer is everybody without distinction. All and sundry. At arm's length refers to at a distance. To bear in mind, option A is to clean a place, to remember a wild plant, to be unanimous. What will be the answer? Any guess? To bear in mind. So answer will be, it correlates with the meaning of to remember. So answer is to remember. To be at sea. So option A, puzzled. Option B, time just before an event. Option C, praiseworthy. Option D, to remember, to be at sea. So what will be the answer? Puzzled. To be at sea. So C is to referring to the deep level of thinking. Definitely puzzled, confused. Next question. To come to grief. Option A, to be anxious. Option B is to be unsuccessful. Option C is to avoid. Option D is to emit. So to come to grief, definitely it will be referring to some negative term alone, negative meaning. So to be unsuccessful, grief, it refers to sorrow. And the next question, to count upon. Option A, to relax, to be grateful. Option C, to clean a thing, to depend upon, to count upon. So what will be the answer? Any guesses? So answer is to depend upon, to count upon. To play one false. Option A, to betray. Option B is to encourage. Option C, sincerely, affectionately. To play one false. To play one false refers to option A, to betray alone, cheating. So next question, a bottleneck. Option A, a type of drink, a big business. Option C, anything that causes delay, a challenge. A bottleneck, anything that causes delay, a bottleneck moment. And next one, make up for. Option A, compensate for, design artificially. Option C, start afresh, recover the loss. Answer is compensate for, make up for, compensate for. To give oneself airs. Option A, auspicious day. Option B, to cheat. C is to deceive. D is affected manners. What will be the answer? To give oneself airs. Option is option D is the answer, affected manners. To give oneself airs. Feather one's own nest. Option A, to make money by unfair means. B, selfish man. C, to distribute it. D, to feel healthy. Answer is to make money by unfair means. Feather one's own nest. In lieu of. Option A, to improve matter. In place of. To reach climax. Past problems. Answer B is in place of. Not worth his salt. Option A, to beat severely. B, light ring. C, not worth keeping. D, sense of adventure. So option C is the answer, not worth keeping, not worth his salt. In the long run, in the end, from the very beginning, to run very fast, a slow runner. In the long run, Answer is in the end, in the long run, in the end. In keeping with, option A, unfortunately. Option B is sincerely. Option C, in harmony with. Option D, not binding. What will be the answer? In keeping with. Answer is in harmony with. In defense of. Option A is in concrete terms, in support of, in consistency, a lovable person. In defense of. So answer is in support of. Out of the wood. Very clean. A crazy person. Clear of dangers or difficulties. Option D is essential part. Answer is clear of dangers or difficulties. Out of the wood. Of no avail. Option A is persistently. Option B is unfortunately. Option C is expectations. Option D is useless. Of no avail. Answer is useless. Of no avail. Once for all. Option A is finally. Option B beginning. Option C summary. And option D is directly. Any guess? Once for all. Answer is finally. Next question. To hang back. Option A, to show unwillingness to act. Option C, to withdraw. Option C, to give up. Option D, to rely on. To hang back. Answer is to show unwillingness to act. To hang back. Thank you.